I think the big challenges for today is really explaining to people how everything comes together. You know, the role of screens, the role of media players, of CMSs, of all the components in between. And then how do you develop a system, how do you deploy a system, and then how do you design for the network and the technology that you've invested in. I think people are kind of struggling that we invested all this money in technology, but really how do we develop creative to take advantage of everything we have at our disposal. So I think that's one of the biggest challenge for this industry, is just to continue to educate and kind of explain how everything can be done properly and really what are the fundamentals to a good digital signage program. I think the one tip, make it relevant. I think people often try to put a message in front of someone that doesn't connect to where they are, how they're viewing it, if it makes sense to the environment that they're in. They forget about the engagement part of it. You know, think about engagement, think about the audience that you're trying to engage with, and that's the biggest tip. Know who you're communicating to, and don't just assume. OpenEye, so we take a very basic agency approach. You know, we ask the questions in the beginning. We go through a discovery. We ask them, what are your problems? What's your audience? What are the challenges that you're facing? We really want to know the brand. We really want to know the environment, who's coming to it, why are they struggling with it? And so we take them through this process so that we can have a proper ideation based upon the information that we have extracted from this interview. We really want to know them. We really want to come up with ideas that really help impact their business, that will really drive home what they do and how they communicate, how they can service, and how they can take care of everything that you're asking for when you come into this space. And so that's how we guide them through this process. And then we get into the design part, where we actually, you know, go through these ideas and after this exercise and really develop content and that really brings to life, you know, what they're about and how does that resonate with their audience. There's a science between how do you, you know, control the way people view and look at or understand, interpret that information that you deliver them. I think there's an art of storytelling with information, how fast you deliver it, what way do you deliver it, the colors, the fonts, the imagery that you use, and how people's brains interpret that information as being delivered to them. Too fast, not enough. More information. What's the call to action? I mean, there's a psychology to that engagement. You know, how do people? You know, how does that resonate? How do they affect it by what they're seeing? So I think with video, you know, too much visual noise, not enough to be attractive. I mean, it's sort of the fine line that you're trying to walk down so that people really kind of get what you're saying versus feeling lost or just feeling like just more noise and I have to look at my phone. So, you know, DSE, you know, it's definitely the must-attend event. You know, I think for one, I mean, from our standpoint, it's a family environment. You know, it's a great industry to be part of. Everyone here is very passionate about it. A lot of energy that you feed off of. There's a lot of great technology too on the floor. It's always fun to kind of see who's doing what, who's out there, who's, you know, kind of raising the bar, what's the next big thing, who's coming out with something different. You know, we can read about it, we can see videos about it, but when you get to experience it hands-on, it really changes it. It's entirely different. It's like you just need to touch it. You need to see it. You need to talk to that person. And we need ideas. You know, we need ideas to bring back to our clients. We need inspiration, and we find all that here. And so for us to come out to interact with our friends, to interact with vendors that we work with, and find new technologies, I mean, to miss it it's stupid for us to miss it, not put it on our calendar to attend. Adaptive. I think this industry is continuing to be adaptive to multiple markets, multiple environments, multiple disciplines. You know, it's all about everything you find here being adaptive experiences. You know, what you're able to find is able to help you solve many problems. It can be used to, you know, really for anything. I mean, it's sort of endless, but I love the word adaptive because everything here you can really adapt to what you're trying to create.